Let's see how you can give your name. Literally, my name is would be 私の名前は your name, and then です. So with my name, it'd be 私の名前は高秀です. Watashi means I. No is the possessive particle. It's like of in English. So 私の together makes my. 名前 sounds similar to its English translation name, 名前. Then we have the topic particle wa that we already studied. Then you give your name, make sure to adapt it in katakana so that it's easier for Japanese people to pronounce, followed by the final desu, or this. So you can already see that the place of each word in the sentence is very different from English. Literally, it's me of name, Takahide, it is. Now, do you remember when I said that in Japanese we could get rid of the subject when it's obvious? Well, most of the time when you're introducing yourself, it will be obvious. So you could simply say, 名前は, then your name, followed by desu. 名前は高秀です. Now here is a little variation that we also have in English. Instead of saying, my name is Taka, I could also say, I am Taka. So we could definitely replace 名前は by 私は. 私は高秀です. And again, since we can get rid of the subject when it's obvious, we could also get rid of 私は and only keep the final です. In my case, 高秀です. Now, because we've pretty much removed everything in the sentence, let me quickly go back to the syntax. In Japanese, it's subject that you can get rid of when it's obvious, and then we have the object, and finally, the verb. And of course, the longer the sentence, the trickier it gets. I'm not trying to scare you here, but it's good to keep in mind as early as possible, because it's one of the biggest challenges for English speakers. Now, in a more formal conversation, you could give your name followed by と申します. 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 高秀と申します. Now, keep in mind that in Japanese, we give our last name before our first name, just so you know when they introduce yourself to you. So let's pretend your name is Sherlock Holmes. You would normally say, ホームズ・シャーロックと申します. ホームズ・シャーロックと申します. As you can see, transforming a foreign name into Japanese make it sound very different. So if you could adapt yours, it's going to be easier for them to pronounce and remember. Now, in case they're confused, I'll also teach you how to say first name and last name. So family name in Japanese is 名字. 名字, 名字. So say your last name followed by が名字です. So we already saw は or は read は as the topic particle. They have a similar grammatical role, but they're slightly different. In some cases, you'll have to use one and not the other. In other cases, they'll be interchangeable. There are actually theses about the difference between the two particles. But this is a course for absolute beginners, so I don't want to make it too confusing, but just know that they exist, and the more you'll listen to Japanese, the more you'll get used to it. So 名字. 名字 means family name. And then we have this to end the sentence politely. So for example, ホームズが名字です. And for our first name, we could use 名前. But to be even more precise, we'll say 下の名前. 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 下 means down or below. No is the possessive particle. So together it literally means lower name. That's because traditionally Japanese used to be written vertically, and the first name was below the last name. Now, if you want to combine the two sentences, just skip the final su in the first one. That gives ポッターが名字で、ハリーが下の名前です. My family name is Potter, and my first name is Harry. And by replacing the final su with a comma, you can technically combine as many sentences as you want. Alright, so let's recap the main sentences we've studied to give your name. 名前は高秀です. 上坂高秀です。上坂高秀と申します。上坂が名字です。高秀が下の名前です。Thank you so much for watching this entire video. If you found this helpful, please let me know with a thumbs up or in the comments. And don't forget to share and subscribe for more content like this. じゃあまたね。